Hello everyone. In this tutorial, I'm going to quickly break down trend line tools. And we'll start from top going to the bottom. Trend line, simply from point A to point B, shows the line that you draw. Just to give you a quick little breakdown of any sort of line that you draw or tool that you use, you're always going to have a little hotbar that appears like that. This changes the color, this changes the thickness, this changes if you want line, dash, or dotted. This jumps into the settings, setting up your style. You can extend it right, extend it left, however you prefer to do it. Although if you use it on trend line, then the ray becomes pointless if you want to do it that way. But lots to play with there. Okay, you can set an alarm. That means that if a particular candle were to cross this line, an alarm would go off. You can lock it in place, so you can see I can't move that particular line anymore. But if I click that lock off, I can. And then the trash bin to put it back in the garbage. Okay, so there's that. The arrow, similar to that trend line, except it's an arrow, right? Let's see, if we want to move it around later on, it's gonna get a little funky, but yeah, anyway, we'll get rid of that. Ray, similarly to what I just explained with that trend line, the only difference is it's automatic. It will extend all the way to the right between your 2 points. Okay, your info line is the exact same thing as the trend line. The only difference is it's got info. If that's what you like, go nuts. Trend angle just shows you a little bit of an angle as to where your particular, how high your trend or how low it went. If you like to use that, go for it. I find it a little redundant. Horizontal line is exactly as written. Horizontal ray, it's just like the line, but it only starts from the point that you clicked it on. Very useful actually if you need to go from a specific point and you need to know where it started on that chart. Vertical line, I mean, if you have your session breaks or your day breaks, but if you want to know where something started off in a particular spot for you or where you drew that line, you can draw yourself something like this so that everything connects you to that point. All right, and we'll just delete these to make some space. Let's see, cross line, pop that there. I like this one because I can, if I move it around, it kind of goes wherever it wants, but as soon as I hold control, it'll glue to the top of whichever candle I am hovering over, particularly the wick. So the highest point, or if I go below them, the lowest point of these particular candles. It's very helpful if you want to do any trend-based calculations based on where it's moving, and it's incredibly accurate. You just have to press control where you're hovering over and it'll jump to the tip of that wick. Okay. Parallel channel, it's exactly as it says. Draw a trend line and then you can move it down to show tops and bottoms of that particular channel. Regression trend, it's very similar to that channel, so we'll draw top to bottom just like that. The only difference is it's automatic. It pops in by itself. I did not extend these in any way. Okay. Following the regression channel, we have a flat top or bottom. And that particularly, it just shows you, it just makes a little bit of a angle, right? And you can move around that angle how you see fit, from corner to corner. And there you go. You can mess around with it that way. Great way of labeling your divergence and when it happens. That lesson will be in another video. Disjoint channel, similar sort of idea, right? You're going to have something like that if you're looking for the flag or pendant patterns, right? This is something that you can utilize for yourself, or golden crosses, death crosses, whatever. And anchored VWAP. I have never used this before, so if anybody would like to put in the comments what it's for and how to apply it, then that would be fantastic. I've never actually tried this in the past, so I have no idea how to utilize it. Personally, there's other things that I keep in track of as far as my indicators to do something in this similar range. So that's it. That's it for the video. If you have any comments or questions, please put them in the comments below and I'll address them as soon as possible. Thank you, everyone.